So it seems whenever there's an announcement for an upcoming game, there's going to be a lot of rumors and leaks leading up to it. Pokemon has experienced this for a long time and continues to have this, and I want to run through the iceberg of Pokemon leaks and rumors from the past and even touch on some that are being spread around nowadays. I'm starting with Pokemon X and Y and then going onwards. Those games brought a lot of changes, including 3D models, Mega Evolution, and naturally this might have fueled some rumors about a lot of new things to come. It was free reign. The biggest contributor to the rumor mill at this time was probably from somebody called Mr. XY. There was a lot of information thrown around, and I'm sure many were a bit skeptical, but kept their minds open to the possibilities. One initial claim was that a trailer was going to be released featuring Baby Pinsir and Heracross, as well as a new bond system. Sylveon is mentioned too, of course, but apparently was a normal type evolution evolving from this bond system. That system was supposed to replace happiness, it seems. There was also a new item called the Bond Eye, which resembled sunglasses and allowed players to view the nature of wild Pokemon and their capture rate, as well as show players visual avatars of other players and send messages or trade and battle requests. Another new item would be the Whistle, which could be used once per battle with differing effects, such as waking up a Pokemon who's asleep or snapping it out of confusion. There would also be banks, where excess money could be stored that grant interest and special gifts when depositing certain amounts. Another big theme was time travel. Using a device, players could travel 30 years into the past, which would feature different characters, younger versions of current characters, different layouts, and different wild Pokemon. In fact, you would have to time travel at one point to catch a Munchlax to clear the road of a Snorlax in the future. The evil team was called Team Gear, and they mess around with time as well. Lastly, there would be 6 legendary Pokemon. Xerneas and Yveltal, but also 4 black and white Pokemon based on card suites. A Cobra with a heart-shaped hood and tail, a Tiger with diamond patterns, a T-Rex with spade-shaped eyes, and a Peacock with a club-shaped tail. Obviously, just about all of this was fake, and I think this was the most outlandish of rumors coming out. Other rumors that existed, though, was relating to the fairy typing, like a move fairy dust, as well as the possibility of new types like light and sound. Sound linking to Yveltal and light linking to Xerneas, with some potential details pointing to this possibility. Obviously, light and sound seem to be popular typings that fans might want to see in the future, or speculate about. There was also talk of another legendary, a Z-shaped one. After X and Y, a rumor for the next game was stirring, Pokemon Plus and Minus. Unrelated to Plusle and Minun, though, it seems. Rumors relating to this game stated that it could be the game that would go from console to TV, and it would feature the much-anticipated MMO-style area for players to access. The region would be based on Southeast Asia, with a large peninsula and many smaller islands. The starters were very specific, and there was some fan art from the descriptions. The evil team and conflict in the story was a clash between old tradition and modernization. People believed this game to be the next gen at the time, or some other possibility. It hasn't materialized, but some are still wondering about its possibility, and it was definitely revived after the Switch and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. People were noticing photos and drawing conclusions for a 2019 game, but before Let's Go and the Switch, people also saw similarities in the island map idea with Alola. Let's look into some Gen 7 rumors. As with any new game starter Pokemon, there's speculation on the final evolutions. And I just had to get this out of the way that I think this is the funniest and scariest evolution we could have seen. I love some of these fake leaked evolutions. Another wave of fake Pokemon came when Alolan forms were announced. Some were definitely memes, but others might have the potential to be believed. Now, after Sun and Moon, there was once again great speculation as to what game was going to come next. Enter Pokemon Stars. This was to be like a third version to be released in 2017 on the Switch. Back when Sun and Moon were first teased, we got a look at a Pikipek model in development. Sources say that it was actually the Switch version being worked on in the photo. Then a new Pokemon merchandise line called Look Upon the Stars was announced. And this merchandise featured pillows, plushes, bags, and other items all themed around a spacey star concept. Obviously, once again, Pokemon Stars never happened, but at least we did get some Pokemon games on the Switch eventually. Surprisingly, Pokemon Let's Go and Eevee were leaked, but it seems that not many believed all these leaks. There's one image of a character riding a Lapras that turned out to be real, but many were confused by it. The graphics didn't look like it was on the Switch, it looked more like it was on the 3DS, but why was there also this Eevee on the character's head? The mechanics of the game were also quite different as well, it being heavily focused on Pokemon Go type mechanics. Looking back at the potential hints of Let's Go, they went unnoticed. Perhaps also because Pikachu and Eevee were already just common mascots for the company. Plus, there was also a leak posted on April 1st that turned out to all be true. But I think we've learned from our mistakes, because for the past few months there has been buzz about Let's Go Johto. The plushies we might have missed earlier was a rookie mistake. From one announcement, many saw the plushies as signs for Let's Go Johto. It showcases the starters, legendaries, and evolutions. But there's confusion onto what the game's mascots would be. Some say Pichu and Meryl, some say the legendaries themselves, some say Umbreon and Espeon, Togepi has been there, even Snubbull too for some reason. There's a lot of rumors about it, but it seems to fall into the same idea based on the original Let's Go game in Kanto, but now in Johto. Taking a step back from that, let's look at Gen 8 rumors. Even before it was announced, people expected another Pokemon game for the Switch. Some were optimistic and thinking it could even allow access to other regions. It was also rumored to have 18 gyms, but this was from a miscommunication. There was, of course, the expected speculation for the starters of the new game and their evolutions. When the title of Sword and Shield was announced, there was even more rumors, even about armored Pokemon to go with the theme. When Galarian forms were announced, there were also fake ones being spread around just as there were for Alolan forms, and also memes. Once the game was released, we got news of the DLC in place of a third revamp of the same game. The announcement of the Isle of Armor and a peek at the characters Clara and Avery immediately brought speculation about more Galarian forms, specifically Galarian Dustox from Clara's bow. As I'm writing this, the Crown Tundra DLC is 2 days away, and there has already been a lot of big rumors thrown around for that as well. We've seen the data mined returning Pokemon, but there is a mystery surrounding Calyrex and potential fusions, and I am also very excited to see what comes next. For the future, there has been a lot of rumors about a third DLC as well, and we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. But until then, we will just have to have some fun with what we have.